Yo, what's up guys, Insane Game Freak here. You want to know a funny story? When you record and have to edit videos within the same night of this kind of quality, not saying it's high quality or anything, oh my god, the struggle on top of a real job and life, oh. Anyway, you guys don't give a shit about that. Yo, we are going to be talking about Silver Spoon Season 2. Which this shouldn't even be as long as my other first impressions, considering it's a season 2, so I shouldn't have to go into too much detail about it. So I might give like a quick overview of what the premise is, and then kind of just talk about season 2 in general. So let's get into it. First rule about watching Silver Spoon: anything that sounds suggestive is not suggestive, and it's being taken in a completely different light. Hence the first episode of this season. Which is funny because the first episode of the first season did the same thing, if anyone remembers the whole porno mag thing. Anyways, for those who aren't familiar with Silver Spoon, this is by the same creator as FMA, or Fullmetal Alchemist, or Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is the more, manga to anime translation is what I meant to say. And the premise is actually completely different. It has it's really based in reality and really grounded by the laws and rules of how things work. Apparently the creator grew up on a farm, so she decided to make an anime, and yes, the creator of FMA is a girl. She decided to make an anime or a manga series based around her childhood experiences on said farm, I guess. And the quick, easy premise to kind of go through is that Hodgkin, our main character, is a kid who does relatively well in school, but due to not knowing what to do in his life and some issues he has at home, he was like, I don't want to go to a normal high school. I need to find, like, he's in that whole, you know, that period of time in which you're trying to find yourself? He's doing this through high school, as most of us did this through college. Granted, it's not like we didn't do this through high school, but high school we were just kind of following a routine, whereas in college we were a lot more free, and we ended up making a lot of mistakes and learning a lot about ourselves that way. He's kind of going through this process in high school, and in a farming school no less. And that's the basic premise. So the second season, the first season was more focused on Hodgkin, based around the whole bacon thing and the pizza thing, and how he has the tendency to question the norm, because he doesn't, just because it's the norm doesn't mean it's right. That's what kind of character he is. So the second season, the thing is, his issue wasn't anything he could truly deal with, more so as he just kind of ran across things that made him question things, and he kind of got everyone else in his little group of friends to start thinking about it and whatnot. Well, season 2 is, I guess, based around, I'm guessing anyway, is going to be more focused on romance, particularly because Hodgkin's still questioning love at this point, because it was implied from the first season he has a crush on Mikage. And it seems like Mikage and Kobama seem to be the focus of this season, because the first episode is like, everything's cool, then like the third years are leaving, so Hodgkin ends up becoming the vice president of the Esquin Club, which is horse, for those who don't know the technical term for it. He ends up becoming the vice president, and even in a situation with his dad from the last season seems to have mellowed out, so he's in a pretty good mood, and then he sees Kobama and Mikage talking, and for some reason Mikage is crying. And I feel like this is probably going to be the major draw, because it was implied in the first season that her family wants her to take over the business, but she really wants to ride horses and whatnot. So I'm betting that's what season 2 is going to be more based around. It already seems like it. In dealing with Mikage's issues, which I believe is implied that she doesn't open up as much, which is weird because she doesn't look like a character who doesn't, but apparently she is. We also might get some interesting character development for Kobama, which was pushed somewhat in the first season. It might just get extended throughout the second season. There's not really too much to talk about, considering that's really all the episode amounted to. You know, you had your typical gags and reintroduced the characters that you came to love from last year. Nothing's really changed too much. I do know there will be a few new characters introduced based on the opening, but other than that, there's nothing too much to talk about. I am interested and I'm excited. As of this recording, the second episode is already out, but I wanted to record this based on my first episode impression, so I haven't even seen the second episode yet. This is what I do for you guys for first impressions. And I know this seems kind of short, but like literally I can't, there's not too much to talk about because it's not like I'm interested in the plot and I don't know where the plot's going. I mean, I am, but it's the second season. I'm pretty used to how Silver Spoon works at this point. I would say check it out though. I think it's a pretty good show. Granted, you gotta be more into that slice of life thing. It's not nowhere near as, this and FMA aren't even the same type of anime. Don't even come into the shit with that mindset. But this will turn into a review if I keep talking. But if you want to check out Silver Spoon, Crunchyroll has both seasons on there. They streamed the first season and they're streaming the second season. So check that out. I believe Aniplex has a license to it, which I guess means an English release in the future. I'm not sure. We'll see. It's the same thing for Nisekoi, probably, but we won't be able to afford it like usual. And if you put in the URL I have in the description, crunchyroll.com/tdthekid, helps me out, gets you 14 free days of anime, and if you like it, you can sign up for a premium membership, which I believe is about $7 to $8, which is pretty much anime Netflix. That's what I view Crunchyroll as anyway, so anime Netflix. It's fucking great! Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Anyways, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below if you're watching Silver Spoon. What do you think about the first episode or the second episode? Because by the time this gets uploaded, I'm pretty sure I will have seen the second episode. Anyways, saying Game Freak. That's the game. Gotta win. And I'll catch you guys later. I think it's like the first time I've done anything close to that gun, you know, Oppa Gundam style thing. But you'll never get me to do the full dance. Ah! Peace out.